As it is now August, there's literally just a few more weeks before our new scholastic year starts, and that brings us to drama school. For this month, I want to share some of my top tips about drama school to help you guys out from the very basic stuff to even more intricate stuff. This is episode 1 of my Get Ready for Drama School mini-series, I'm calling it, and today we're going to start with my personal experience. If you are starting your training at a drama school very soon, first of all, congratulations that you got in and you're about to embark on the best 3 years of your life. But also, please do consider subscribing so I get more episodes in this mini-series. And also, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that thumbs up button to let me know. So, first of all, I went to Margaret Howard Theatre College, which is now called Momentum Performing Arts Academy. I studied from 2015 to 2018 and I graduated in performance and dance teacher training in tap, modern, ballet and street. It was the best 3 years of my life, but at the same time it was the toughest 3 years of my life. My journey wasn't plain sailing, it was very up and down, and that's why I wanted to share it today to let you know exactly what goes on. So, when I started first year, I was definitely more of a singer than a dancer. And my college, although we did everything, we did singing, dancing, acting, and we did enough of the three, I would say that it was more dance-based in a way. Obviously, like, I took dance teacher training on top, so that wouldn't be another reason why. But as a course, I think dance was the main thing that we focused on. And as I said, I went in as a singer, and some of the people in my year were good dancers. When I say good dancers, they were incredible, guys. Honestly, I was like, what? How am I meant to be at that level kind of thing? And yeah, it frightened me in the beginning. I was like, oh my god, these are so good. I will never be able to get to that level. And the worst part of the situation is when I said that my college was a bit more dance-based, in my opinion, that would mean that I would be spending more time dancing with these dancers and not doing what I felt confident in. And I'm not gonna lie, I had multiple days in first year when I went back home crying my eyes out because I was not at that level yet, and it almost felt like I couldn't get there. But on the other hand, thankfully, my year was kind of split. Half of us were dancers and half of us were singers and actors. Thank God for that, because I felt like I could communicate with other people. I wasn't like the only one, the odd one out. But then kind of a month, 2 months into beating myself down every single day, I came to the realization that it's not going to change. There are good dancers because they've been dancing for about 10, 15 years, some of them, and I had been dancing for them 2 months. So it wasn't going to change. Nothing was ever going to change. So I was like, I'm going to idolize these people, see how good they are, and be like, I want to get to that level. And thankfully I did that because they gave me the fire that I needed. I was like, there's competition. I'm the kind of person who likes to challenge myself, and it helped me a lot during drama school because if someone was better than me, I never wanted that. I always wanted to be the best, so if I noticed that someone was doing better than me, I knew I wanted to beat them, so that gave me the fire to keep working and to never give up. But yes, that was personally, like in my experience, personally that was my toughest struggle during first year, that I didn't feel as good as the others. And then one time I was like, I'm gonna flip this around and make it work in my own way, and thankfully I did, because now 2 years after graduating, I consider myself more of a dancer than a singer. Apart from the personal pressure that I put on myself, which if I go back, I would try and cancel that as much as possible, but we're all human beings, we're all going to do that at some point. Apart from that pressure, we had the second years and the third years telling us,
enjoy the first year, this is a breeze, you don't know what you're getting into, it's going to be harder,
blah de blah de blah and all of that. And honestly, I was shaking in my boots. I was like, this is meant to be easy, then it means I'm doing something wrong. Like, I compare drama school to any other type of academic school. It gets harder during the year. Like, it starts easier in a way in September, and then by the time it gets to May, June, at the end of the year, it's gonna get harder. And in my college, I was lucky enough that being a first, second or third year, it didn't matter, because we were all performing in all the performances. We had 3 public performances a year. Apart from the agent showcase that you do in your third year, you would be performing in every single public performance there is. And in a way, it did give me a lot of pressure because, as I said, I always want to be the best and I don't want to look like I'm struggling with the group. So being a first year performing with the third years, that was obviously going to be hard. But apart from that, it was good because it made me actually like work even harder and get to where I want to get. I am pretty sure that my college will never let me perform in their name or even in my own name and make a fool of myself. So if my college said, no, we don't look good, they wouldn't put me in that dance, they wouldn't put me in that show. And it worked because I fought for it, I worked hard, and I did get to the level they wanted me to get, and that's all that really matters. At the end of the day, I went to college to become a performer, so being able to perform 3 times a year in a public performance, a cabaret, a musical, a dance show. It's why I went to college, because I wanted to perform, and that's what they were giving me right from the start, so I couldn't complain. Right, so that was the end of my first year, and I was really happy with what I had achieved. I achieved quite a lot. It kind of was making me feel like a bit, oh, what am I getting myself into? I was kind of scared in a way. But I'm the type of person that always likes to flip things on their head and look at the positive side, and I was like, if in the first year, in 10 months, I managed to achieve what I achieved, when I literally was a beginner, like I had never touched a pair of tap shoes in my life, I had never touched a pair of ballet shoes in my life. If I managed to achieve all of that in the first year, yes, I'm gonna do well in second year. I know I am. I've laid good ground in everything, and I'm gonna do well. And went in with a right positive attitude and had a fire within me that I wanted to achieve even more than I did in my first year. And that is what pulled me through it. Don't get me wrong, guys, it wasn't all fun, it wasn't all daisies, it was quite hard. I would say I probably cried 10 times more I did in first year. So that would probably mean that I cried about 3 times a day. Not gonna lie, guys, oh my god, second year was hard. Going into second year, and you know what first year was like, but then you've got all them extra classes on top. We had integration, which is basically, which nowadays, if I had to pick one class I'd do for the rest of my life, it would be that, because it prepared me so much for auditions like nothing else ever did. We had choreography classes and workshops that we had to choreograph ourselves. There was quite a lot. Obviously, as I was in second year, they were also pushing us forward to audition for the main roles in our college musical and everything, and that, again, was an extra stress. In second year was the year when I had my dance teaching exams for tap and for modern, and I was like, oh my god, as if I have that on top of what I've already had. And I'm so thankful that I went through them struggles, because it made me who I am today. Believe me, second year blues was an actual thing. I was feeling in a way that they were caring about the first years because they knew we need to get them into this and everything, and caring about the third years because they're going into the industry and want to get them a proper career and everything. And us second years, I felt like I was just floating along. I didn't know where I was standing. I was working hard. I was literally giving my all into everything I was doing because I wanted to improve so much, and I wouldn't get the things I was fighting for. I wouldn't be given that role in the musical, or I wouldn't get that song in the cabaret, and it hurt. It did hurt quite a lot, I'm not gonna lie, because I felt like everything I was doing was not getting me anywhere. But I am so thankful that that happened, because that's the industry. You work as hard as you can. I personally prepare for my auditions from weeks ahead and try and work as hard as I can, but I never know who I'm going to meet in the audition, and they might be better than me. And I feel like second year just taught me that. It taught me that if I work hard and hard and hard, I still can't expect anything to be given to me. And honestly, that was one of my biggest lessons throughout my 3 years, I'm not gonna lie. But by the end of second year, I started seeing results. I started seeing results in my exams. I started seeing results within me personally, and within me where I stood within the college. In my first 2 years at college, our final performance was a dance show. And as I said in the beginning, I was not a dancer in the beginning of college. And for me, it felt like they were finally seeing my hard work, and I was being rewarded for it. And that was like the moment when I realized, yes, work hard. 9 full months of struggle in second year, and it paid off in the end. It was good, it was great. I was doing what I wanted. I was being picked for what I wanted. I was working hard and striving for the best. The lesson was learned. The lesson I was saying that you don't always get what you want was totally learned in second year, and I'm so grateful for that, because by the end of second year, I felt like I was thriving. Also, at the end of second year, we then had a chat about what we want to do in third year, where we want to get and everything. And I sat down and they were speaking to me about the course, and they told me there's the performance course, which is slightly going to change, like the musical is going to go in the end now. And I was like, yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't care. Like, we're still doing everything anyways. They told us that we're going to take our dance show into central London, where we performed at the Sadler's Wells Theatre, and that for me was another highlight. And also they told us about our dance teaching courses and how they were evolving within the ISTD and everything, and it made me think like, oh my god, this is going to be even harder work than ever, and fine, let's just roll with it. And in my final chat in second year, I decided to take the performance course as it comes and take tap, modern, ballet and street dance teacher training as well in my third year. And I was the first one to have done that within the college, and they were like, Antoine, are you sure you want to do this? It's a lot of hard work. And I literally went, yes, I want to do it. I know I can do it. I know it's hard work. I know I'm not going to sleep at night because I have a lot to do, but it's going to be worth it. And so it was. I spoke to my family, I spoke to my parents, and the one thing that we always said between us is that I'm going to drama school just for the 3 years, and when I leave, I can't change anything. I can't go back and redo a course. And for that reason, I was like, I'm going to take everything they're offering, take it on my plate. I know it's hard, I know it's long work, I know it's tough work, but I'm not missing an opportunity. If I've got an opportunity here, I'm going to take it. So that's what I did. I knew my plate was overflowing by this time, and it gave me motivation. It made me want to work. It made me want to achieve, want to prove to people that I can do it, and it worked. And keeping that in mind, keeping that I want to prove something to people and that I want to achieve, made it all work out, because I graduated in performance. But apart from that, I passed all my 4 dance teaching exams. But quickly, let's talk about third year. I went in and I still had that fire within me from second year. I was like, again, I achieved so much in second year. Combining first and second year together, I was like, I'm a totally new performer. I'm a new person here in this college. And that motivated me, gave me the fire I needed. Although I had all them exams to go through in third year, my main priority was to get an agent. I got it in my head that I need to get an agent before I leave college so I can get work as soon as possible and all of that, and I put that pressure on myself. As I've been mentioning in this video, I'm the type of person that I think I get more, I gain more if I challenge myself, and for that reason, that worked as well. My college also offers an agent showcase, which is basically a showcase for the third years where agents are invited to hopefully send them on and start representing them. And I was a part of my agent showcase, but that was in May, and I've been working hard since September to get an agent. So I don't know if you know, as performers, we are self-employed and we have to promote ourselves and everything. So all I wanted to do in third year was obviously pass all my exams, get an agent, but promote myself. I wanted my name to be in the industry before I graduate. I wanted people to know who I am when I walk into an audition before I leave college. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to explain, but I didn't want to be a total newbie after graduation. I'm sort of in a light that I would personally rather go to an audition, to a dance class, see what I learned, see what I struggled with, go back to college, and if I find a spare 10 minutes with my teachers, I'll be like, listen, I went to this audition, I went to this dance class, and I found this difficult, would you help me out? And because of that reason, they did, because they saw that I was pushing myself forward, putting myself in that position. And that made me feel more ready for the industry when I actually graduated. Now, it wasn't all roses. With my college, honestly, I fell out with my teachers, with the social media managers, honestly fell out with them so many times, because all throughout my 3 years in college, they told us to promote ourselves, put ourselves out there, make people know us, and show ourselves obviously in a good light. And so I wanted to go to auditions in my third year, and I wasn't allowed for some other reason, either because we had performances, or we had this, or I had exams. And nowadays, looking back at it, I'm like, yeah, makes sense. Like, I'm so happy that I managed to graduate from college and have my qualification. I'm not being funny, I don't use my qualification auditions or ever. Like, I've never been to an audition where they ask me, let me see, have you qualified from a college? Never had that in my life. I'm grateful for it to have it as a backup in a way. My teaching stuff, on the other hand, I'm so grateful for, because when I go and teach, they do want the qualification. But as I was saying, all they wanted us to do was promote ourselves. So I was going to these dance classes when I found time on my weekends and everything, and I'd film myself dancing in the dance class. I started getting along with the teachers and everything. They started to know who I am. They started like expecting me to go to their class in a way, and we kind of built a friendship. And then I was filming myself in these classes and everything, taking it back to my teachers at college and my social media managers at college, because they were like, we want to see what you're posting and everything like that. Which in a way I kind of agreed with, because they knew my strengths, they knew what I could promote about myself. And after I send the videos through, they come back to me and say, no, you can't post that. And I was like, I'm not being funny, why can't I post it? I was like, I personally wouldn't even send the teachers something I'm not proud of. If I'm not happy with it, I wouldn't send it to them. And also, if the teacher of that class that I went to said that I looked good and wanted me to film myself and wanted me to be a part of the group that she chose to film myself, why can't I post it? I was like, these are industry professionals who are working at the moment, and they're telling me that I can do it, so why can't I post it? Anyways, a lot of falling out, a lot of arguments with my teachers, and I used to edit some of my videos, like cut bits from here and there to make it look better, and then my teacher would say yes. So hard work, I put that stress on me and everything, and I continued posting on my social media. Oh my god, that was such a long tangent, but what I was getting at is that through my social media, through all of my posts, I got agent interest before the agent showcase, and for me, that was honestly the best thing I could ever ask for. I know what to post on social media, I know what looks good on me, I know what looks bad on me. I would not even think about posting something that's going to put me in a bad light. And it was quite tough to realise that my teachers at some point were the total opposite of me. I was like, am I blind? Am I not seeing something here? But in the end, I always wanted to be the good boy. I never wanted to cause any chaos or anything. So for me, yeah, thanks to my teachers, I posted what I posted, and I got noticed by agents because I posted good material. Anyways, agent showcase was over, got more interest, and I actually ended up signing on with my agents who found me themselves on social media. But yes, I then got signed after the agent showcase and everything, and my goal for the year was achieved. I was like, I achieved what I wanted to achieve. So now, let's push even further, let's get even more out of the last 2 months I have in this college. Let's get as much as I can, and thank God I did that. Third year was difficult. I don't think it was half as difficult as second year, to be honest. I think second year is much harder than third year because you're trying to find yourself as a performer and where you want to go in your last year. And for that reason, I enjoyed my third year quite a lot. I think third year was such a good year. I had people pushing me forward, people pushing me towards ideas and things that I can do. I got to play one of my favourite roles ever within the musical. I played the Cat in the Hat in Seussical. I was happy. It obviously had its downsides as well. It wasn't just plain sailing good, guys. Don't think that. It had its tough moments, especially getting towards my exams, because I focused so much on getting an agent and focused so much on my musical that I felt like I didn't study as much as I should have for my exams. And then within the last week, I was like, oh my god, my exam's in 7 days, I need to study. Basically, guys, if you're starting college, if you're starting drama school, do not go in with fear. Go in and say, these 3 years, I'm actually going to be able to perform every single day, to sing, dance, act. I'm going to be doing what I actually love for 3 years, every single day, because when you leave college, you don't know when you're getting a job. And that honestly shocked me, because I was like, I've been performing for 3 years every single day, loving my life, and now I'm not. And it's hard. It's really hard when you graduate and you get into the industry. You can prepare so much for it. As I've been saying, I just wanted to be ready for the industry. You can prepare so much, but you are never fully prepared to actually leave college and fend for yourself and get yourself a performing job. It's tough, it's hard work. But what I do have to say is that if you go to college, go in with a positive mindset and think that you are going to thrive. You have to go in with that mentality that you think, I'm going to be the best performer I can be. If you do that, fair and square, you'll be fine. But in a nutshell, my experience in drama school is that it was worth it, it was hard work, it was tough. I cried at least 75% of my days at college. I had a lot of tears, blood, sweat, anything you can imagine, but it was worth it. It was worth it in the end. Looking back at it now, I'm like, I wish I could be in college because I was performing every single day. I know that only a few of us are performing with what's going on at the moment, and if this wasn't going on, I would be performing myself. But after the job comes to an end, you don't know when you're performing again. If you are starting drama school or looking into getting into drama school, don't think it's going to be easy because, sorry guys, harsh as it sounds, it's not. It's tough, but at the end of the day, it was your decision to go there, so just enjoy it. Just embrace it, embrace the tears, embrace the sweat and everything, because it is worth it. But there we go, guys, that is my drama school experience. I know this video is longer than usual, and first of all, I want to say thank you if you've stuck around till here, and second of all, if you've stuck around till here, put something in the comments, put something like, I will crush my dreams, so I will know that you've watched up till here and you've got my full experience and what to expect from college. I do hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. It was my first episode in my Get Ready for Drama School mini-series that I'm creating. If you've got any questions about drama school, please drop them down below as well in the comments box, because I want to create more content for you guys getting ready for drama school, getting ready for the best 3 years of your life. ask me anything and I will try and create content around it. But thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you all on Tuesday. Bye guys!